Good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to BTL Bass Talk Live, where we're going to talk bass fishing or anything else that we want to talk about here in the evening, a PM show. And I'm sorry, Matt. It's all on me, man. It's one of those deals. We had a tournament game. We're in 3 tournaments this week. One of those basketball tournaments. We played at 11 a.m. today. We got our butts handed to us by a dude that had, this is no lie, I am not exaggerating, folks, had a 37-inch vertical jump. That's 3 feet plus.
Is that impressive?
Think about it.
How do you know he had this?
Because we saw it.
Well, you knew it was 37 and not 36 or 38?
I asked the coach because I'm real good friends with the head coach.
Well, don't they embellish everything 2 or 3 inches in basketball like he's 6'9" when he's really 6'6"?
No, he's a real good friend of mine. He's not going to joke. I go,
so you got out.
What is his vert,
you
man?
got he jumped you guys out of the gym.
Lost by 7.
All right.
Lost by 7. Did not play well, but it is what it is.
Any other basketball talk you want to get off your chest?
We play tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Desperately need a win tomorrow. We're 4-4 on the season, and we need to get 2 wins out of this tournament. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow and the next day, but not a good start for the Blanchard Lions.
All right, good chat. Can we move on to fishing?
So I'm sorry. Well, I had to explain while we're doing a PM show there, dude.
Fair enough. I'm sorry that you lost.
Jeez, man.
I'm sorry that you lost. But you said you got killed and you only lost by
7.
6, 7. I mean, you have been coach of teams that have gotten killed. And you've been on the on the other side. That's a close game.
All right, so good show tonight. We're going to have Bill Lowen on live via Skype. His Skype feed is a little shaky,
We think we can get it done, but it's worth it. He might have the most mounts in the background that we have had on BTL. I was trying to think of the other anglers that we've had on who have had stuffed things in the background.
Swindle.
But have we had him on when he was
at his other
house before they moved?
And then there was somebody else that we had on that had a bunch of racks in there where their boat was.
Did Alton have stuff too? Remember we had Alton on one time with the trophy, but
don't know.
Yeah, we got Bill Lowen on.
Big announcement this week for him. Making the move.
Multiple. He's going to the aluminum.
Yeah.
So if you remember, I believe that it was the Bassmaster Classic on Lake Conroe. Wasn't it?
Think so.
Did Skylar Hamilton fish that one? Wasn't it him and Lowen in the back of a creek? I wonder if they'll be running into each other a lot more this year because they're both running expresses. So Lowen's going to be running a 21-foot express, and I want Bill to be on the show when we break this down. But I'll just say it right now: the press release that came out, folks. There's how many press releases do you think you get in your inbox every year?
A bunch.
Does this one stand out to you?
It does. I was impressed.
This is the most exquisitely worded press release for Bill Lowen. I mean, I'll just tease it before we bring it in. It has the words epitomize. It has the word epic. It has the word paradigm. It has the word innovation, and it has the word ain't. Those are all in a 500-word press release that Bill Lowen is running Express. And he also came out that he made the move to Humminbird Minn Kota.
Yes.
So 2 big things, and we'll talk to him.
We'll get his take on everything going down from a business perspective. And you and I, you actually made a phone call right before the show to the czar of all the historical data in this game.
Don't say, because he's probably watching. I want to see if he knows this.
We did not confirm it.
We called Ken Duke 3 minutes before the show. Hadn't talked to him a second. I said, literally, listen, dude, can't talk. Just need to ask you a question. He goes, well, I don't have my manuscript in front of me. I said, you're batting 1,000. Mr. Duke, he reminded me the one time he got a stat wrong in his career.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, yeah, you're right on that stat. So we'll see if Mr. Lowen knows that stat.
Do we want to give up the stat now?
It has nothing to do with check cashing percentage.
Yeah, that's been blown out of proportion.
Yeah. Well, not blown out of proportion, but it's been well documented. It has nothing to do with check cash, but it kind of does. Overall, it does. No, I'm going to wait till he's on. I want to see if he knows it.
And then we'll get into that. All right, we can do that. Folks, the other thing I want to mention, our next show is going to be on Tuesday. And we have who do we have lined up for Tuesday?
We have Jason Christie lined up for Tuesday. But
he's going to be on the water, though,
well,
right?
His one stipulation was, I don't have to be by a computer for this, do I? And I said, what's up? And he's like, well, I mean, if it's nice, I'm going to be going fishing. He goes, I got no problem talking to you guys.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be stuck at home till after 9. So I said, Jason, if that means we can get you on the show Tuesday, actually, one of the viewers sent an email in wanting to hear or watch Jason on the show.
Yes.
So I pulled through in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Jason Christie on. Who knows what he's going to be doing or where he's going to be, but...
And then Thursday we have Wesley Strader.
That's 2 heavy hitters. Now, we have to go back and pull the clip where we both simultaneously said the word no when we thought if Wesley was fishing the Elite Series or not. I can't remember what show that was on. I got to find that clip.
It was the last time he was on.
It would be... No, it was after, wasn't it?
No, I think it was the last time he was on. I don't
we got to pull that clip and play it for him, though.
Yes.
Because we were both wrong.
You can do that. You can do that. I don't even want to mess with that. And then I'm still working on a couple of guys that you have to schedule them out, one being Skeet Reese and then the initials.
Very interesting. We also got a request for Jimmie Reese to be on the show.
Really?
I believe he's fishing down in Florida right now. But yes, a guy, one of our viewers from California wants to see Jimmie, who he made a fair point. Been doing well, making Forest Wood Cups.
Yeah.
Thinks it's his 4th year on the tour now. So.
No doubt. We'll try to get him on too. All right, Costa going on down in a freezing state of Florida.
Yeah, I saw all that weather and didn't even think about that.
Yeah, dude, those fish shut down when it gets chilly.
Well, they are Florida strain largemouth.
And it's kind of chilly.
Yeah, that still didn't stop Brian Thrift, who's in 9th. Probably very disappointed with 9th after day 1, but 21-3's leading it. Terry Tucker.
The Florida guy's not really doing that well.
Yeah, I mean, they are. There's a handful.
Krieger.
Kobe Krieger's catching them. Just scrolling down the list. JT Kenny's doing pretty well. Daryl Davis is in 3rd. There's a handful of Florida guys. Only 3 in the top 10 right now. So we'll see how that develops. 2 more days on that.
All right, we'll go from there. We were going to have our man Joe from FLW, the man who really kind of is the
keeps us up to date on what's going on over there.
He's going to be unable to join us.
We'll have him on later to talk about everything going on this year. They got 9.
It's just a last minute deal.
9 countries and 85 Costas and the whole tour season. So
all right, so we'll get ready for a break here and then come back with Bill. I do want to mention this. You know what I do? I always peruse USA Today, and I always find this very intriguing stuff.
Do you actually get the paper copy of USA Today still?
No, I get it sent to me.
You
I
pay
read it on my phone.
digitally.
No, it's free.
USA Today's free?
Yeah.
How's that free? Like the whole paper or just a preview?
No.
Well, how do they make? Oh, through advertising on it?
Yeah. And I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if they still print the actual paper.
They have to.
I remember seeing USA Today.
It's the little blue globe, right?
That reminds me. When's the last time you actually got a paper out of a rack?
I do it 3-4 times a year when we go to a
I
state.
couldn't tell you right now where the closest paper rack is.
I do it when we go to tournaments, and if there's a Elite Series story on the front page that I can see, like big tournament in town, I always buy it because especially if it's a location that is not known for fishing.
Right,
you go to Toledo Bend or whatever, but you go out
the
east
non-traditional.
I love reading the local beat writer who gets stuck with this fishing tournament coverage. I love reading how they attack it and some of the stuff that they use.
I like that. The other thing too, when's the last time you used a payphone?
I don't think I've ever used a payphone.
You're kidding me. You've never had to put the coin in the slot.
No, I had a cell phone when I was 10.
Really?
Yeah. Because my parents would drop.
Do you know what they are? Do you know what they look like?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Have you seen one?
Yeah.
You have seen one.
Yeah, they had it on the OU campus when I was at OU.
Those were emergency phones in
but
case you were
still
being
an
attacked.
Emergency.
That's not a payphone. Jeez. All right. Anyway, so this story in USA Today, and then we'll take a break. I just want to mention this. Right, bass fishing, water, liquid sport. Right. What do you think is the most expensive liquid in the world per gallon?
Uranium.
No.
What is it not?
Wow, I can't even believe you said that. No, they actually talk about and list the top.
I mean, you're not talking
10.
like liquid gold, are you?
No.
The most expensive liquid?
Yeah, per gallon.
I,
That you have to pay. That seriously.
Is it synthetic?
No, it's
Naturally
actual
mined liquid.
Yeah. I'm just going to run down the list.
The tears of Kevin Van Dam?
It won't take that long. All right, number 10. Human blood. Any idea how much?
That's a liquid, huh? They consider that a liquid?
What is it? A solid?
I don't know.
Carbon fiber? What do you think it is?
Okay, yes. How much is human blood?
$1,500 per gallon.
So when you're donating blood, what are there, 4 liters in a gallon? So if you donate blood 4 times, you just donated $1,500?
Dude, that's quite the business model, isn't it?
It is.
But they're not going to pay you $1,500.
I need to get off the blood and semen train and figure out where the blood goes.
Oh, God. All right, number 9. I'm not even going to say because I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of acid. It's $2,500 a gallon. Okay? Black printer ink.
That is expensive.
$2,700 per gallon.
That makes a lot of sense because how much are those little bitty cartridges?
Oh, I know. Mercury, $3,400.
See, now uranium doesn't sound like such a bad guess that you're naming all this stuff.
All right, here, the prices are starting to go up here. That's number 7. Number 6, insulin, $9,400 per gallon.
Is that what you have to?
No. It's Rebiff. It's real expensive too, though. Number 5, no correlation here, is Chanel. Number 5. Do you know what that is?
The perfume?
Yes.
Is more expensive than blood. And
$26,000 per gallon.
Why? Does it have uranium in it?
No. All right, here's where it gets interesting. You'll like this. Number 4, horseshoe crab blood.
What is that used for? That's got to be an ancient medicine deal.
It's used in a wide range of medical products.
Yep. Horseshoe crab blood.
Yeah, it's blue in color. It's
do you follow me on Instagram?
Dude, I don't do that stuff.
I posted an awesome photo of a horseshoe crab a couple weeks ago.
There you have it.
I should have gotten it.
$60,000 per gallon for horseshoe crab blood. Number 3, another kind of acid. I have no idea what it is. It's $123,000 per gallon. I have no idea. All right, number 2, king cobra venom.
For anti-venom.
Yeah, any idea how much? Don't look.
I'm not. No, I was... Was the last one 220,000?
No, the last one was 123,000.
120, probably 150 grand.
$153,000. And the most expensive liquid. Any idea?
I see a picture of it, so I do have an idea.
Yeah, you know what it is. All right, it is scorpion venom. $39 million per gallon.
Per gallon. Do you know how many scorpions you have to wrangle to get a gallon of venom, though?
$39 million per gallon.
You got to wrangle a lot of scorpions to get a gallon of that.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff, dude. A lot of stuff. But
what do you get a
number 5
permit, or do they have scorpion farms? I mean, for the anti-venom and stuff. I mean,
I don't know.
Are those like? Do you milk it? I need to know these things now.
The snakes, you know what they do with the cobras? You know, to create the anti-venom.
So here's a question. We'll turn this to fishing, which obviously the water, the liquid there. What do you think the most expensive fishable water is in the world? As far
freshwater?
Yes, freshwater.
For bass
fishing, the most expensive. As far as for the, let's just say, average bass angler, if he wants to go fish that water, what do you think the most expensive waters in the world, freshwater, are to actually...
The top 10 would probably be Ray Scott's private lake.
I don't think he owns that anymore, does he?
No, but when he did own it, probably. I think it's sold.
So you're thinking some pay-to-play...
It's got to be a pay-to-play
farms.
place, yeah. Public water, I mean, it's all a matter of where you want to stay and what you want to do and how long you want to stay. I would think it would be someplace in New York. New York is massively expensive, as you know.
Not California.
No, New York is much, much more expensive.
Okay.
I would think one of the lakes, not necessarily Champlain or someplace. It costs more money for us to go to New York than it does to go to California.
Okay.
A lot of people have the misconception that it is more expensive or, costs this massive amount of money greater to go to the West Coast than New York, and it's not the case.
East Coast is kind of expensive.
New York is very expensive.
Okay. I thought that was an interesting
California is
look at it.
California's expensive. Hey, we love the West Coast.
What about the Ohio River pool? You think
Dude, I'm sure you can stay for about $29.95 and go out there and try and catch your little measly 7.5 pounds and have a great time.
Bill Lowen's made some coin on that river, though.
That's where he lives almost, man.
All right.
That's where he cut his teeth on.
Get a Skype feed to work here?
Yeah. So, dude, we got to get a win tomorrow. I know
Your team or like...
Our team. We really need to get a win.
The Oklahoma Nikes?
The break really killed us, dude. You know what it's like? All right, taking it back to fishing. It's like being on a massive run and taking 6 months off and never getting a line wet. And then going out there and trying to duplicate.
You are currently in the middle of that exact circumstance.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, we're going to take a break. Come back with Bill Lowen. Everybody stay tuned.
Most versatile fishing machine on earth. Unparalleled resolution and clarity, with more agility, lightning speed, and brute strength. HDS Carbon takes rapid response performance and screen technology to an all-new level. Maximized power, maximized visibility. See Structure Scan 3D, new dual chirp sonar, new live network sonar, and more mapping options, all at the same time and faster than ever before.
Pros depend on hydraulic jack plates to get the best out of their boats. Do what they do. Demand Atlas performance. Atlas gets you from the bottom to the top in less than 8 seconds, even with the big 4 strokes. And when you gotta turn right around and get that heavy load back up in rough water, Atlas's innovative design and American-made components will get you there with confidence.
I'm at Depot. Just look for yourself. There's an Atlas jack plate on just about every professional's boat.
The Atlas hydraulic jack plate. You can depend on it.
My rods look different because they are different. Every rod is built by the pros and for the pros. When you pick up a white Duckett fishing rod, you're getting a cutting-edge rod, one that's truly pro-driven with the actions you need for every bait category you fish. I put my name on it. It's my promise to build you a great rod you can count on.
Duckett Fishing, Micro Magic, Macro Magic, or White Ice.
Try them. They work.
Gill that I've used for the last 5 years has been a far superior product than anything else on the market.
The main thing that's really important to me is me being dry. I've been wearing gill suits now for 3 years and never once have I gotten wet.
The Lorentz Elite 7 Ti. Why does it lead the pack? It's simple. More bang for your buck. Use Elite 7 Ti with the all-new Total Scan transducer, and you get all of your sonar from a single transducer install. That's broadband sounder, chirp sonar, side scan, and down scan imaging from one transducer. Now that's something to chirp about. Elite 7 Ti. Premium features have never been so affordable.
I'm looking for signs before practice even starts. Crossing the bridge, I'm checking for current. Is the lake up or down? What's my watercolor? Bird activity tells me where the shad are before I ever launch my boat. Sometimes the best things hit me right in the face.
The pesky biffle bugs. There's always a hatch on your lake. Made in America by Jean LaRue Lures.
Dang bug juice, it's everywhere.
When I talk about Sunline, I think of one word: confidence.
Sunline FX2 is what I use for all of my frogging and flipping.
S61 braid, which braid plays a big part in fishing line.
Shooter, I'm going to use in those close quarter deals like flipping and pitching.
One of my favorite techniques in fishing the tournament trail is to fish offshore ledges.
We have taken the questions out of the equation.
Take my word for it. It works. It works, dude.
All right, we are back. Mark and Matt in studio in the evening. A rare PM show for us. I like doing the late shows a little bit.
Do we have scorpions in Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've caught them in the studio.
No, you haven't.
Oh, yeah.
With Buddy. Is that why Buddy the cat's sneezing?
No. No, yeah, they're all over the place.
I've never seen one.
When it gets cold, right before the freeze.
Oh, so like right now?
No. Before the first freeze, they go on their own.
Like big ones?
Nah, like this.
That's a big scorpion.
2-3 inches max. They're not the $39 million ones, but yeah, they pack a punch. They'll jack with you if you try to pick them up.
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
I guess I need to be more aware.
The next time I see one, I'll catch it,
capture that,
and I'll keep it for
in
you.
a solo cup.
I've done it before. I mean, yeah, the biggest one that I've seen here in the studio is about like that, about 2.5 inches.
How do they get in?
Dude, they crawl through the door, I guess. I don't know how they get in.
I mean, this place is like Fort Knox.
I know. I have no idea. But yeah, they've been in here, and I've seen Buddy playing with them before, knocking them around. I don't think he's toxic to the scorpion bite or sting or whatever it is. I don't know. He's lasted 16 years, so obviously.
And he's not going to make it 17, unfortunately. He is not in good shape.
No. All right. So we are ready to go to our guest here, Mr. Bill Lowen. He's going to be on live via Skype. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. You've already touched on the press release that went out.
Yeah, I need to ask him I don't know if he was listening to the first segment of the show, but.
Yeah. Well, let me get him queued up here. All right, Bill, you there, man?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right. Thanks for taking time out. The PM version of our show, we really appreciate you taking time out in your evening. But it has been a busy week for you, hasn't it?
It has been a busy 2018, to say the least.
Let's jump right in there. I think the main lead story this week, at least in the industry, besides the tournament season kicking off, but from a business perspective, is that you're making the move to Express. Why don't you talk a little bit of how that whole thing went down and tell us a little bit about the excitement? Because based upon the press release, dude, it sounds like you're pretty fired up about running the aluminum.
Well, I think I'm no different than all of us. I think most of us as bass fishermen started out in an aluminum boat, and we progressed to fiberglass. And I am really, truly excited about going back to an aluminum boat. And I truly hate to even say aluminum boat, because I've been saying that this ain't your grandpa's aluminum boat. Okay. And how this happened was, the people from Express approached me, asked me if I'd be interested, went and talked with them, took the boat for a ride, because I was skeptical. I had, concerns about the performance, how the boat was going to act. My first ride in it, all the concerns I had were thrown out the window. If I took you guys and put you in that boat and blindfolded you, you would have no idea that you're in an aluminum boat. You get all the performance out of that aluminum boat that you would get out of a fiberglass boat. The boat has a hyperlift hull on it, and what that is basically the exact same padded hull that you have on your fiberglass boat. So I think when we talk about aluminum boats, guys think old style, flat bottom boats, beat your brains out. And that's not the case. This is the next level elite. We're going to do everything at Express to make that boat as good as it can possibly be. And that's what we've been doing. I've been involved in the build of my boat since day one. Like I said, we are going to take that boat to the next level. Since we've done this press release and guys have been, commenting on, man, we can't believe you're going to an aluminum boat. Like I just said a minute ago, I have sacrificed nothing by making this switch. But then I look at what I'm going to gain from the switch. I'm going to be able to go places that I've never been able to go before. And, a guy like me that is a shallow water angler, to have the ability to take my game to the next level, that's huge. On the Elite Series, that's what we're looking for. We're looking not so much for that competitive advantage, but for us to be able to for me to be able to do something that fits my style, not only on the water, but my lifestyle off the water. We're going to run an aluminum boat this year on the tour. We're going to be working with Express on the waterfowl side. In our off season, I do a tremendous amount of waterfowl hunting. Like I said, I almost hate to say that we're running an aluminum boat because the performance is not what you're going to expect from an aluminum boat. Like I said, every concern I had has been washed away. I'm so excited to be starting off my new year in that Express boat.
Bill, has it changed the way you prepare for the upcoming season as far as map study, Google Earth, stuff like that? Because now there's places you can get into that you weren't able to before?
Well, I don't think it's going to change any way that I approach my, map study and whatever it may be, because I've already, that's what I've done my whole career. I've always looked for that slippy, slidey hole or that way up the river spot, things that are just kind of off the beaten path. So I've already looked for them. That's always in my game plan. This is just going to allow me to maybe go a little further than I could in the past. You know what I mean? Maybe there was a rock show or something that prevented me from going further than I wanted. Well, guess what? I don't have to worry about that no more. So as far as preparing for the year, I don't think it's going to change that for me at all. It's just going to let me get into those areas that I've already currently, attacked and attack them a little bit different.
All right, here, Matt, let me jump on top of that. Do you remember when we were talking about when he made the announcement, the press release came out? We were going through the Elite Series schedule, trying to split up. Okay, he could potentially have an advantage at this event. He could potentially have an advantage at this event.
Just historic, shallow water, backwater, hidey hole stuff like that.
Have you looked at the schedule? And I know Matt kind of asked this question, but, dude, you're going to some places where you could definitely have a distinct advantage. Is there anything on the schedule that you've circled and you go, that's got my name on it right there?
Well, I guess one that would really jump out in my mind is probably the Mississippi River. I'm a shallow water river guy, and for whatever reason, that Mississippi River seems to have my number. Many times we've been there. I believe I had one top 12 there, and for whatever reason, I seem to stub my toe. So that one has kind of got me really curious about new places that maybe I'm going to be able to access. And this year for me is going to be different. I finished 49th in the points, last season. Yeah, that's not a horrible year, but to me, when you don't make the Classic, it's not a great year. And I caught myself last season doing things that I couldn't do, not fishing my style, not going with my gut. So this year for me is going to be do what I do, fish the moment, fish what my gut tells me to do, and this is all going to play in to the whole deal.
Who wrote that press release, Bill?
The guys at Express and myself, we all kind of joined in and kind of paired up and all wrote it together.
That's pretty cool.
I teased it a little bit, but I want to read a select section of it. And Jeffries and I have seen our fair share. Jeffries, thousands of them. Yeah. He ranks this one in the top 5 as far as exquisitely written press releases.
Good.
I've got just some things highlighted out here. It says, Bill Lowen chooses Express boats, and you're expecting just the regular thing. But I mean, even Roy Herndon chimes in and describes Bill Lowen as a complete outdoorsman, best-in-class competitor, and simply a fine sportsman, father, and family man. Which is,
that sums it up.
That sums it up there. And then Bill Lowen, after he gets done eating the caviar, goes on to say, let me see, I got to find it. With my style of fishing, it demands fast, tough, quiet, stable, handles big water with ease. There's not another solution on the market that can compare to my Express. And here it comes, Bill. I am on the forefront of an epic paradigm shift in our industry by running a boat that can do anything asked of it. While researching my options, I started with the Yamaha's Performance Bulletin and was blown away by its superior performance. Yet when I test drove the boat, I was immediately invested in its front deck, the handling. You talk about how awesome it is. And then you close it out by saying, "This ain't your daddy's aluminum." You just throw everyone for a loop.
Look at him.
I've been around you, Bill. I have never heard you use the phrase "epic paradigm shift" in all of the interviews that I've done with you.
It's freaking awesome.
Well,
I love it.
Here is where we are with that. You know what I mean? It's I think when people think about an aluminum boat, they don't think about being able to compete at that level with an aluminum boat. You know what I mean? I think everybody, like I said, thinks about that old school traditional aluminum boat that beats your brains out. And like I said, this is not what that boat is. This is the next level. And I think you're going to see, as we start showcasing this boat more and more and more, I think you're going to see it get a lot of attention. And I think you're going to see, without a doubt, at our level.
All right, cool. On the instant feedback, Frank in Michigan wants to know, are you going to save any money running this brand, this type of boat, rather than a fiberglass boat?
Well, I think so for sure. It's going to tow a lot easier. It's a little lighter on the trailer. You don't have to run the hard RPMs to get the speed. You know, when I test drove this boat at like 5,200 RPMs, I was right around 64 mile an hour. I mean, that's pretty good. So if you can save money in the tow, money on the water during the event and during practice, I think at the end of the year, I think we're definitely going to see a change there, a savings on expenses for sure, without a doubt.
All right, I have to be honest. Are you not looking forward to the Chesapeake event?
Well, I'm looking forward to that one.
He's looking forward to all of them, Mark.
I understand that, but when I asked
the
the question about...
gets $10,000 in every tournament he fishes.
He picked the Mississippi River, but, in 15, he finished second on the Chesapeake.
Yeah, but he's got a bone to pick with the Mississippi. Did you not? He's coming back. It's like you got a new weapon in your arsenal now, and you're like, he doesn't know I'm going to hit him with the taser this time.
Yeah. Bill?
I just need to figure out how to get a couple of those big bites like Aaron Martin and those guys get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I struggle with them big bites. I can 12-pound you to death, but when it comes to them big bites, they kind of they never show up for me.
Speaking of Aaron Martins, he is in a club that you belong to. Would you like to guess in what club you and Aaron are both members of?
I have no idea.
The $1 Million Club, man.
Oh, all right. Well, he's probably been in that for a while.
Yeah, he has. You just got into it. But I actually made a phone call to Ken Duke, crack statistician, 3 minutes before the show to confirm this next statistic. I'm going to give you a shot at guessing that one, too.
All right.
Now, he did not have his manuscript in front of him, but Ken Duke's never wrong, so it's dead nuts right. There is one difference between you and every other member of the Bassmaster Millionaires Club. That you're different from the rest of them. You're the only guy in this club. It's not a bad club to be in, but it's also, it's not a great club to be in either.
Not a great club, and I would have to say that is going to be that I have not won an event yet.
Yeah.
That's right. So Mark and I were sitting here looking at it, and we're like, 127 events, and he hasn't won, and you have, 3 second-place finishes, which is like 25 to 30,000. Mark's like, there's no way that Bassmaster stat is wrong. There's something messed up with his stats on there to be with that few tournaments, and I go, no, dude. Look at how many he's cashed in the 88. 88 times 10,000 is $880,000. You have literally $10,000 your way to $1 million, which I think is crazy impressive. I mean, the win is important, but I mean, you're dealing with guys who are in the Millionaires Club who won $250,000 in the majors that they had for a couple years, or have won a Bassmaster Classic when it was $500,000 or $300,000, and your biggest payday with Bass to this point is like $32,000, and you're still in the Millionaires Club. That's really impressive.
Well, I've always strived to be very, very consistent, and I think that's where that has come from. You know what I mean? And I don't know what else to say. I grew up here I grew up on the Ohio River where the fish is horrible, and I grew up fishing every day to just catch a limit. Now, whether that limit was going to be 6 pounds or 10 pounds, it didn't matter. I just knew that you had to catch a limit. And I carried that over to the Elite. That's what I did my very first year on the tour, and I qualified for the Classic. My second year on the tour, I missed the Classic, had the worst years ever. I finished like 60th or something. And then I told my wife, I said, look, I'm going to do my thing the way I do it for the rest of my career. And that's how we got to where we are.
All right, very nice. David in Wisconsin on the instant feedback wants to know what Humminbird unit and Minn Kota products are you going to be using with the Express?
That's another big deal for us this year. I know we hadn't touched on that yet, but we just signed with Humminbird, Minn Kota. We're going to be running pound boat. I'm going to be running Helix 10s and Helix 12s. Going to run the new Ultrex trolling motor. When you're standing on the sidelines listening to these guys talk about spot locking, holding on their spot, being in current, which, me, I love fishing in current, being able to hold on a spot. I get behind guys' units and see the Lake Master mapping that's like off the chart. When I had the opportunity to join with them guys, it was like, well, heck yeah, man, I'm taking full advantage of that. They seem to be right there on the cutting edge of all this new technology. And I definitely didn't want to be on the outside looking in. So I'm going to run, like I said, a Helix 10s and 12s on the boat. Talent and the new Ultrex trolling motor. So yeah, we are definitely, without a doubt, I feel like I'm running the best stuff I can be running this year, and we're looking very forward to that.
All right, Sky Feed's a little dicey there.
I think he's back, though. Well, I got one question.
All right.
This time last year, did you ever foresee the changes that were coming? Is this something that you've always been kind of maybe interested, or is this something that developed? You were like, I missed the Bassmaster Classic. This is going to be a sucky off season, and then bam, boat deal, electronics, the whole 9 yards, and you're off and running.
Well, like I said, I feel like when you don't make the Bassmaster Classic, you've not had a great year. But when you really break it down and look at it, I had a decent year. But unfortunately, I missed the Classic. And in this sport, you got a lot of window time where you're sitting in the truck, driving. You got a lot of time to think about what you did wrong, what you can do to correct it. And like I said, when the guys from Express approached me and you walk through the door at the factory and you just feel like you're where you need to be. You feel like you're at home. And like I said, this is just not it's a career change for me, but this is a lifestyle. This is my life. Everything we do revolves around the water, whether it be fishing, hunting, time in the water with the kids and the wife and things like that. Everything revolves around being in a boat, and whether I'm going to be in my X21 on the Elite Tour or in my Express, waterfowl boat on the off season, it's a lifestyle, and I've definitely found a home.
All right, one more question, and then we're going to let you go, Bill. I'm really curious. If somebody wanted to fish the Ohio River, when is the best time to fish the Ohio River?
Never.
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 No, seriously, when is the best time to fish the Ohio River? If you wanted to seriously go and try and catch 12 pounds.
2-pounders.
Yeah. When is the best time to fish it?
If it's not going to be any different than any place in the world, that springtime pre-spawn is always going to be the best there. When they're really, really biting, man, 10 or 12 pounds is going to win. If I had to pick a time, my favorite time is in the fall when it's horrible, when 6 to 8 pounds is going to win everything, coming and going. That's when I like it the best. I like it when it's the toughest that it can be, because most of the time when guys are putting their boat in the water, they're already beat. You know what I mean? And if you can go out there and catch a limit, you're going to do really well. So that would be my favorite time of the year, is when it's as tough as it can be, which is going to be, that August, September time of the year. But I would just advise, if you were going to plan a trip, don't plan it around the Ohio River. Go somewhere else. Go Kentucky Lake. Don't Alabama, wherever. Just don't do that to yourself and come to the Ohio River.
I'll hit you with a stat just to prove this. Bill, you have 3 BFL wins on the Ohio River, and one of them was the Super Tournament. This has to be a record too. You got to be the only guy with 3 BFL wins on one fishery, and none of your wins did you break the 10-pound mark. You won with 9-3, 9-13, 8-12, and 9-13. Never had a 10-pound bag, not even a 2-pound average for 3 BFL victories.
Hey, I always say in the Super Tournament there, if you can catch 8 pounds a day, you're going to win.
Wow.
18-9 got it done. What were you doing in 2012 fishing a BFL, dude? You should have been embarrassed to go beat up on those people.
Anywhere else in the country, maybe so. Let me tell you something. That river is so mean that it will kick your teeth out of your head. Look, there's days when I still go to the river and fish daylight to dark and never get a bite.
Wow.
So with that being said, advantage of the guys that have been on there all year when I'm just showing up. You know what I mean? It's not like going to Grand Lake or Kentucky Lake or something. It's a whole different animal. I would take any one of our elite guys and put them on that Ohio River, and I guarantee you it's going to make some of them leave with their tail tucked between their legs.
Who do you think would do best on the Ohio River, that section? If you had to pick one guy on the Elite Series currently who, if, your life depended on it, had to go out and catch a limit, who you going with? Besides yourself.
Aaron Martins.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, it's a fishery that you got to do finesse. You got to do little different things to get bit, and he's really good at that. You know what I mean? You also didn't read all them stats of them BFLs and Super Tournaments that I've fished since I've been on the Elites, where I've zeroed.
We're positive here at BTL. We're a positive show here, Bill.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we're not going to come on and be like, hey, what happened in July of 2011, Bill? You had one fish for 11 ounces.
You really stuck it up, man. What the hell are you doing?
You were talking about me going down there and beating up on people. I mean, I got feelings too. And when I go down there and they beat up on me, there's no difference.
All right, man. Bill, can't thank you enough for taking time out. Congratulations on the lineup for 2018, and best of luck to you, man.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
All right, take care. There you have it, Bill Lowen.
We got through that.
Oh, dude, the Skype feed was enormously dicey.
It was kind of like our relationship. It was either really great or kind of rocky for long periods of time.
Oh, well, sometimes that happens. And the system that he was on, it was a direct feed from his.
It was all good. I mean, if it was bad, we wouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
so
it's all good. All right. I wish him the best, man. I really want to see what he does when
one thing I wanted to ask him, I just wonder, I mean, I know he's got some time, but does he have the actual boat with everything on it? When is he going to get that, before Lake Martin kicks off in February?
6 weeks away.
That's what I said. How much time is he going to have to get used to that? Because, I mean, those are the tools of his trade. He's been in a fiberglass and other stuff.
When's the last time you've been in one?
In aluminum?
Yeah.
I was in...
one of the 20-foot.
No, I was in Skylar's at Cherokee.
What did you think?
I was impressed.
Yeah. I was too. I memean, about 14 months ago, year and a half, I was on the Arkansas River here in Oklahoma in a 20-footer.
Now, I mean, just because it's fiberglass, it's not like it's a $10,000 boat. The thing costs a lot of money, but it's a big boat with a lot of stuff on it. I always think, fiberglass, but I mean, this is a top of the line.
No, it was a little rough on the Arkansas River, and it took the waves fairly. I was
impressed with it too.
And the fishability, deck space, the layout,
massive.
Storage.
Yep.
I mean, everything about it was. I mean, I think you're going to be able to.
And it's a good schedule too. I mean, you look at the schedule.
Yeah.
Skylar ran one last year. And I think maybe he had a little bit of disadvantage at Champlain.
Yeah.
And there were a couple, monster fisheries that were on the schedule. I mean, you look at the schedule here, yeah, the places can get big, but there's no Great Lakes, there's no oceans on the schedule.
Yeah. Sabine, too. We
yeah,
forgot about
he
the
could do
Sabine.
well there. And there's some crazy stuff on Kentucky Lake. I mean, Dave Lefebvre has won when it was supposed to be offshore and stuff.
Yeah.
He's won up in a couple feet of water.
Now, have you been to Kentucky Lake? I mean, actually on the lake?
Yeah,
And have you been on Barkley?
One time.
Okay. So if you made that run in the canal and
Oh, you have to
over,
idle the
or
canal, I
did you
think.
put in to Barkley?
Put it in Barkley.
You put in
Yeah.
Barkley, so you haven't made that run.
No.
The funny thing about that run is when you get in the canal, the current in the canal is insane. It is
Really?
crazy.
Well, he's got spot lock now, so if they're really going off in the canal, he's golden.
It's crazy how much the current is,
So
with the,
no,
with
it's
the
cool. I
locking
mean,
and
it'll
the
be
release
interesting
and
to
all that
see.
and everything.
This is it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Tigers making a comeback? Or not a comeback, but making his debut.
Oh, didn't he play in the?
He played in some hokey.
And did good, and then didn't do
he
good.
Finished in the median.
Yeah,
there
but
were
it
18
was,
guys.
but they were
and he-
good guys. It's not like he was
But he
playing the
finished
club.
ninth.
Yeah, but he
And
wasn't
everybody's
playing the
making a
club
big deal about
championship. Well, if you take the number 1 through 18
Yeah.
ranked anglers in the world and finish ninth, that you
All right,
still beat
the reason
10 of the top 20 in
that I
the
bring
world.
up Tiger is you and I had talked about it, and we're going to try and get David Fritz on, aren't we?
Yes.
Because there was some discussion out there, there were some rumors that he wasn't going to come back this year.
Yeah, I mean, nothing ever obviously confirmed because he's coming back this year.
Yeah, but I really would like to have him on the show and really dig into why. Why is the
Is he
reason
coming back?
obvious?
Why is he coming back?
Yeah.
Well, he's David Fritz, man.
I understand that. And is he going to change? What is he going to change in 2018 from 2017?
He started off really good.
And then what happened? I think his story is very, very intriguing.
I've been in the boat with him one time at a
super nice
media
guy.
event. Awesome guy from what I know, but I do know during the middle of the later part of the year, man, he looked tired, and not in a bad way. Just like the season and the schedule wore out was getting to him. Those bigger waters and the back-to-backers, and I think he roomed with Tommy Biffle, so it wasn't. I mean, I've never roomed with Tommy, but I don't feel like he's very good at like pep speeches to fellow competitors.
There are no motivational speeches.
That's
coming
what I'm
from
saying. I'm not
Tommy.
feeling like Tommy was really getting him up and going.
Oh, but there was
every
probably
morning.
some great stories, though. The stories were flowing in that room. If there was any discussion at all, the stories were flowing.
Hell, maybe he had a great time. He's got another year at it. He proved that he can still catch him out here.
I think
he's
he can.
very busy with that
Dude,
bait
it is
design.
a grind, though.
I know he's busy with the bait design with the Berkeley. Look at the schedule coming up. I mean, Kentucky Lake might have lured him back.
Let's
Others.
try to make that happen before the season kicks off.
All right. Well, yeah.
And Martin. All right, we
We
got
got next
time.
week already booked.
We're good on that. I'll keep working on Skeet and KVD. But I'm really looking forward to talking to Jason on Tuesday. Then he's going to be on the water.
He said that he didn't want to have to be by a computer in case he decided to go fishing. That was what he told me.
Okay.
And I ain't going to say, no, you got to be by a computer. I say, yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, we're on his schedule, man.
I've
Whatever
literally
he wants to
been
do.
at jackpot tournaments where guys had boats in the water and Jason Christie rolled up to Grand and guys loaded their boats and went home.
Yeah.
If that guy wants
I've
to do
seen
it
at
via
Tin Killer,
phone,
too.
he can interview wherever the hell
It is
he
what
wants.
it is. By the way, he made he had a recent press release.
Yeah, it was like you should have seen his Instagram. It's very dramatic. It's like music and the garage door slowly opens and Jason's standing there and he's got the
His
Garmin.
wrap,
Yeah, the
his
Garmin
Garmin now.
Garb on.
Yeah. All right. What else, man?
I'm gonna go eat Torchy's tacos.
Have you been there yet?
No.
You haven't been to Torchy's yet.
Do they sell alcohol there?
Yeah.
Okay, they do. That was the key. I couldn't find
Oh,
out.
that's important for you there, Grasshopper. Gotta have
I'm
the
gonna go eat
cerveza with the
Torchy's taco.
tacos. Seriously?
No, I have it. And
it is
this is not
so
like we're not
good.
getting sponsored by Torchy's
No.
here. It's not like we'll have Torchy's in
It
the
is
background.
so good. All right, I know it's PM. Dude, get the breakfast tacos.
In the PM?
Oh, yeah. It's worth it. All right, here's the other thing. Get the guac.
The guac. And why can't I just stop by on the way in?
You got to get 2
tomorrow and get the breakfast tacos.
No. Get 2. All right.
I'm gonna live my own life.
Dude, I'm trying to help you out here. All right, I'm trying to help you out.
Just order.
Folks,
just say dos
tacos.
breakfast tacos.
No, get 1 breakfast taco. I forget what they have a name for it, and then 1 regular one.
Okay.
And but you have to get the guac. The thing about the guac at this place, very, very spicy. Very spicy.
Oh yeah, you're
not hot.
You're a guac snob.
Not hot. Just
tasting,
it has
spicy taste.
It is top 5.
What did I eat?
Top 5 guac.
The first time ever I had Thai food.
Really?
I'd never been to like a Thai restaurant,
Yeah.
like the
What'd you
curry
think?
and the noodles where then you
Yeah.
pick your meat and you get
Yeah.
the spicy. And on the little thing, there's an asterisk that says, not responsible for health-related issues based on spiciness. So I got a 1 and everything. And I like spicy food, but I mean, it wasn't like a...
Were you feeling it the next day?
No, it was good.
It was all good?
Is that called Montezuma's Revenge?
Dude, no. That's drinking the water down in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
It's not even close.
We need to end it right here.
Jeez, all right. Wrong territory. All right, so we have Christy coming up on Tuesday, then Wesley Strader on Thursday.
And tournament action the next 2 days on Okeechobee.
And hopefully we'll have Joe on Tuesday, possibly too.
250 boats, 21 leading it now. Does it take over 60 to win this tournament? Yes or no?
Hell no.
Yeah, I say no.
Not even close.
Historically, the early year tournaments, you make your hay the first couple days, and then it drops off. You look at how most of the guys have done it. So,
yeah,
big thanks to Bill Lowen for spending his evening with us. It's an hour later there too. So,
yeah, sorry about the Sky feed, folks. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. So
I really didn't think it was that bad.
There were some blocks of it that were somewhat bad, but when you deal with technology,
work on your
size,
little iTunes Magic Replay over there.
I'll see what I can do.
Do you have the voiceovers?
No. All right. Enjoy Torchies. We're back on Tuesday. Everybody stay warm. We will see you next week.